Hello survivors, I'm the Survivalist, and welcome to Carnivores Cordelia. We're coming back to Carnivores with I'm sliding them into like some of the more smaller schedule slots on the channel, not doing them 3 at a time. And Carnivores Cordelia right now is in, I guess it's kind of like an open beta stage right now. There's a little bit for the people to be able to download, try out, and play, and see what they think of the game. And it's a unique take to Carnivores. Instead of being set on land and patrolling through like the biomes there, as you can tell from the little title screen here, this is actually going to be based underwater, and it does a few unique little tricks to give you that perception that you're going around underwater in that. But with it being an open beta, there's not too much present to be able to go through in that, but there's still enough to check out for a couple of weeks, and a neat little thing that's been added with the, included with the game. So we're going to first probably spend the first 3 episodes going over Chasm Central, try and take a look at these creatures that are available to hunt here. I did carry over one of my previous like carnivore saves just to have all the points to be able to show everything off. I think when it comes to more carnivores games in the future, I will be doing that, where I'll just be carrying points along. We probably won't have as much of like a progression system as I used to do for like long plays with carnivores, but I still will try to bring carnivores onto the channel here and there in another context, such as this. So the only map available is Chasm Central here, and it's a lush vista full of vibrant corals, large rocks, and lush kelp forests. The simpler terrain allows you to experience the Cordelia tour in the most laid-back way you can get, especially when hunting quite literal sea monsters. Ancient relics lay scattered about, so watch out and don't break any. Chasm Central was originally named for the tour by someone who didn't know what chasms were, so for your information, there are no true chasms within the premises. So, for the animals we have, to start with, we have the Mawsonia. This big-ass boy lurks about the waters with his mouth open like an idiot. Hold on, guys, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, boss tells me apparently I'm supposed to write menu descriptions like this, and I'm supposed to give actual info about the animals, but it appears I've run out of space now. Go find out yourself. We have the Dolichorhynchops. Comparatively small marine reptile. Dolichorhynchops roams the seas hunting for small animals like okay, here comes the pronunciation game. Eusthenopteron, Latimeria, and juvenile Tusateuthis, but haven't been documented attacking humans, unlike some of the other Dolichorhynchop species of the dinosaur planet. You know who you are. And last one we have is the Acuteramus. At first sight, you may not be tempted to keep a baby Acuteramus as a pet. Don't. Oh, you may be tempted. They are cute at first, but then they grow up. And once you get to know them, they'll never want to go back into the water again. In packs of 2 to 5, they come together to rip apart things like you. So, I believe that Carnivores Cordelia does use the Mars Edition engine, although one of the things when I went to test out the game to see how it was holding up for, like, if I need to install the 5-minute crash fix, I never ran into that just playing this the one time I had. So, if it does require the fix, I'll let you guys know, but for now, it's been working without. And the weapons we have available are a basic spear gun. Issued to you is the first weapon made for the future Cordelia tour, 2 pressurized tanks located inside the main barrel, DHC cast aluminum and pressurized spear guns ready to take on any sea life in Chasm Central. So it's basically just a standard sort of rifle, or possibly even pistol, though I'd probably liken it more to an actual rifle, and I think that is great. Again, one of the things I always feel like carnivores or hunting games should try to give the player to start off with is just a basic, I'd probably say mid-range rifle. Reliable, accurate, and gives you this feeling that where you're aiming you are shooting at, but it still has room to both grow up in power for longer range and also for shorter range. And then we have the X-Bow, where you're probably familiar with the normal X-Bow of our other tours, slow, inaccurate, but powerful. This time it's exactly the same. While technically being slightly more powerful since you're underwater, it's a fair bit slower. Yeah, so the SMC, Submarine Conversion, X-Bow is 7 volts. I kind of wonder if they should have called it like the U-X-Bow, almost like to go into the naming nomenclature of like the German U-boats, which I believe it was just U for underwater boat, but yeah, we'll be taking these 2 along, see how they do. We'll just take double ammo, we won't use anything else, and we should be set to hop in, so let's get on our first sights of what Carnivores Cordelia has to offer for us. Okay, and here we are loaded underwater. Now, there are a couple of changes to the UI, as you can see in the bottom left, bottom right. The bottom left is actually the current meter, so the way it's kind of pointing tells you the way the direction, or like how the current is moving, and the little dial you might see sort of twitching on top is actually how strong that current is. We'll just get this out in case, because I thought I heard something. Yeah, so that's how that is operating, to let you know, like, I believe the colors are like I can't remember if it's green, blue, red, or blue, green, red. Oh, and there are some interesting sounds of being underwater. And then on the right is just the underwater compass as usual. So yeah, we're going to start moving about. The map is actually really neat. You have a no-water view of the area, as if like you were just looking at, say, a sonar reading, a satellite view of how the water actually is, get your idea of depths and that. The darker colors probably mean the lower elevation you're at, or the deeper you are in the depths, and a little bit of advertising for Dino Pepper. But I have to admit, the sounds for like being underwater, the ambience there is really interesting. Oh. Okay, what do we have here? That is a Ophious, and also really nice details with the underwater binoculars magnification.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay. Took him down with a single shot, and I think that is a way to convey that it is a Mars Edition engine mod. Although, one thing I have to admit is, I know Jurassic Park Hunter Legends had the issue where, like, the little nameplates that would come up on the bottom always had, like, really skewed text in that. I guess there's a fix, or the cause of it was found, because that was really crisp for the little plating that we saw. Yeah, there's Ophious. There are the 3 creatures we still have from the,
Oh, you sure that you... just take it. Fine.
Actually, did they get sorry?
Better luck next time.
They got Sorry and Target to do a little bit of voice work for this mod. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty neat to have, like, I guess kind of Carnivore Celebrity, Carnivores Authority, have him involved in another mod project like this. Yeah, Cordelia is shaping up to be really interesting. Oh.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay, I have a feeling that might have actually been an aggressive creature, the Nothosaurus. Yeah, just kind of came into view for me to easily pop with a spear gun. But yeah, we'll wait for them to come by, pick that up, and take it back. And that also should mean that we should have a trophy room that's going to be unique to the mod too that we can check out. And possibly some of the... see some of these dinosaurs, or... sorry, marine reptiles, not dinosaurs. I know... gotta make that distinction very apparent. Oh yeah, we'll be able to check out the marine reptiles and the other trophy species we get. Actually, well, not even just trophy species, but menu species and endemic species.
Oh, you sure that you... just take it. Fine.
No?
Better luck next time.
Okay, so what do we got here? Carnivore's Ancient Reef. Looks like an old... I wonder if that's a little teaser for a possible creature that'll come later in the game, or like in the mod's development. So I've never heard of Ancient Reef before, but I wonder if that's like a little teaser for one of the new... Maybe it's even like another huntable area we can go to and a creature tease there. Yeah, Cordelia is really nice so far. I don't think any other mods have ever tried like emulating underwater. I know Carnivore's Mandibles kind of tried to change up the formula from instead of dinosaurs or Pleistocene mammals or things like that, took it for like the age of the insects, where it was a bunch of giant... Oh. Okay, so we have a few dangers to have to keep in mind here. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll restart. Okay, one thing that I do have to remember coming back to Carnivores is if we do get killed while we're out and about, we're not going to have any of our trophies actually saved in the trophy room. So I have to remember to actually exit on tours if I want to see anything. But we got Toothus, such... I think they basically just have them on, like, flying animal UI, or AI. But because you do have the skybox being underwater and everything, it does give the illusion that they are swimming about. And yeah, having this, like, the first underwater-themed Carnivores mod, it's been done exceptionally well so far. I am curious about just how many different marine species they might have in the finished product, because already we've seen... Well, there's the Ophious, the Nothosaurus, which weren't on the menu roster for us to hunt. And then I'm trying to remember what we got attacked by just then. We'll have to try to keep our binoculars or be ready to scope and see what the name of it is. One thing about being underwater is you don't have the footsteps to kind of clue you in as something is around you or coming after you. So it comes very heavily down to visuals for this mod for... let me see. Okay, I was hoping I could get him. Yeah, we'll have to try to close the distance to go after that. We'll try to get another 10 trophies for the trophy room to be able to show off some of the models and the texture work done on them. But how it seems like all of the... Gosh, just like those really deep low rumbles that set me off a little bit. How they kind of emulated the creatures to be underwater is... They're all probably going to be around, like, the ground of sorts. You're not going to have anything really up above you in the air. They're all going to kind of be like these bottom gliders, or swim right along the bottom, give the illusion that they are swimming. But it's just that the models are probably more rigged to have, like, some invisibility between their body and the model and the actual ground. It does work pretty well, though you can see where they do kind of clip into the terrain and some of the rocks and that a fair bit. But then again, it's nothing that's really out of the usual for Carnivores if you have played any of the games or mods. And we got an interesting skeleton here. I think that'd be a pliosaur skeleton? I'm not exactly sure the species, because again, it is just the skeleton, or the remains of something there. Okay, yeah, you're just up there. Now, see if we can get a better shot with the spear gun. There's actually something really neat included with the Cordelia beta that I do want to show off for one of the episodes as well. But we'll probably get to that as like the last episode before we are done with this little preview of Cordelia. Shoot, I was hoping we could get him, and I was hoping we could have... Oh, I'm not out of ammo for that, am I? Okay, no, it just switched me to the other weapon. Oh, that's right, that was a little quirk of the Modders Edition engine, is where after you would reload one round, I think it defaults you back to, like, your earliest weapon choice, and then has that out for a moment for whatever reason. Probably just a little quirk of the coding. Warning, no hunting beyond this point. I do like that you actually have, like, a physical marker in place to also show off, like... That... sounded like a... explosion. Oh. Oh, is that... Okay, that's just... For whatever reason, when you back up, you make super loud sounds. Okay, I was trying to figure out what was going on there. But yeah, let's work our way to the south. That Ophious definitely is going to get away, because I don't really see trying to chase it beyond the border there. We'll work our way back to where we've been and try to get at least something for our outing. But yeah, there's a lot of unique animal life that's been included in the mod. The Tusoteuthis that are swimming around. What is that up there? Eusteneropteron. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I mean, it's going to happen. Going back into paleontology and all the naming nomenclature, there's a lot of names that you have to give a few reads over and try sounding. Oh, crud. I don't actually know if we can take that down, but I'm trying to use the Expo for it, just because I think it has more power than anything else. But I was not expecting a Liopleurodon just be swimming around here. I don't actually know if it is dangerous to us. I mean, I'd assume it would be. but it is at an elevation above the player. I mean, we can hit it so that way we have blood coming off it, but... let's see. It's basically right up... No, I think it's just... Okay, that's actually a really unique choice of ambience. Oh, see, I can't tell if it is aggressive. No, I don't think it is, even with all the shots pumped into it. So that is just going to be, like, a giant bit of ambience swimming around here. So I don't think we have to worry about it, like, being aggressive at us. Because, yeah, with everything I shot it with, I imagine it would have been more aggressive. But, unfortunately, I used up all our ammo. So we'll have to restart the hunt and try to get something else. But, yeah, seeing giants like that swimming around above you is going to be unique. I do wonder if they will have a mortal zone you have to hit to take them down as a trophy, or they'll just be invulnerable swimming up above. But let's do a restart and see where it plunks us out for this next go. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Why... Oh. For whatever reason, trying to restart, it said I had no weapons. Almost... Did it say that I had no ammo left? I'll exit and then drop in a new map. Okay, so I went back to the menu and came back in. I've never had that happen where it's like trying to restart from like getting killed in the hunt. You spawn in and it says no weapon. So I wonder if it was almost something where it was saving like the information that I used all my ammo up and I didn't have anything available. We've got, looks like, is this another hunting border? Oh, no, it's a different kind of warning. Warning, hazardous brine pool. Okay. That does explain what the little water body on the map is. Because brine pools are actually something that exist in nature. And it's basically super salinated or heavily salt-saturated water that forms another kind of, like, water body, even in a regular water body. There are a number of them on the planet, and I think it might be in the documentary Blue Earth 2. They actually go over a little bit of a brine pool and about how it's there's so much salinity that it can actually send creatures into toxic shock and be lethal for them. So yeah, we'll try to avoid going into that, because it's probably only going... Actually, I don't know if it would be harmful for the player, because you are supposed to be in, like, diving suit and everything. Although, truth be told, the extreme salinity, maybe it would, like, corrode your gear and that would be the explanation for why you do not want to go in that. But as we've been exploring around, we caught sight or a glimpse of a Mawsonia swimming around by the Liopleurodon, but we haven't taken anything down to actually see in the trophy room yet, so we'll try going about and seeing how well we can do. And one thing I do like about giving the player the spear gun is basically a single-shot rifle. And I like that it balances both giving the player the higher accuracy than a revolver, but also not giving them something where it's like a semi-auto rifle where you can be a little too powerful early on. So again, it's a great foundation to be able to work from, and lets the player get more power into other weapons that might come into existence for the game. Well, trying to be careful as we're roaming around, I think we're going... Oh. Yeah, we're going straight north now. It's still... Carnivores, all of the mods in the games always have me a little on edge with the ambient sounds. This one, because you're not really going to be able to hear things swimming towards you, I think you'll kind of lose the conditioning of, like, the ambient sounds or something that'll put you on edge. But I would like to at least see what's been attacking us. I can't remember if it's... what the name of it is exactly that's been taking us down pretty commonly. But I know I do need to use the Expo, more than likely, to deal with it. Yeah, we'll just keep going around. Try and see if we can spot anything. Okay, so that's the hunt perimeter there. So we're right on the edge of the map. We'll try to keep working our way a bit north. And maybe I'll be more ready with the Expo. Just in case it is another larger thing that we have to take down or try fighting against. Well, we at least got a good bit of visibility around us here, so I think I'm going to... I want to speed us up a little bit in our walking. I do wonder if there is a way to modify, like, your jump height and stuff. Just almost to kind of simulate, like, you jump and land slower, as if you have a little bit of buoyancy. I know with how they're kind of trying to purvey you as, like, all suited up in underwater equipment, you're heavy and you keep to the bottom like a rock. I wonder if that would be a little just fun touch you could try editing in. I don't know how difficult it would be, given I've never tried modding Carnivores or going into the actual coding work myself of it. But let's see if we can go about and see or find anything. Yeah, we might as well keep running for a while. Actually, don't see anything ambient or, well, both ambient and endemic swimming around. I'm not sure if we just found a little bit of a dead zone because we are in a little bit of a far-off patch from the center of the map or what. Let me see if we can just keep sprinting along for a minute, another minute or two. I would, again, just love anything we can take back to the trophy room to finish things off, but we might have to just use this first episode as our first little touch of hands-on, taking a look at what is on offer in Cordelia, and just introducing the beta of it right now for you guys. Again, because there's not that... I don't want to say there's not that much there, because, again, there's a lot present and really interesting for a foundation to work off of. But content-wise for videos, I don't think I have more than, say, 4 episodes for Cordelia. I probably, again, my thinking is 3 of Cordelia itself, and then 1 of the little extra that's tossed in with the download of the game, or the beta. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything as we keep going. I don't think it's because we've made that... Okay, well, we're back to this. Oh, we got trilobites roaming around the bottom. It's at least the first signs of life we've seen in quite a while. Oh, and then I forgot, I also do have the calls, although... using calls underwater is a little odd, but we'll give it to... It's just how Carnivores plays and how it would operate. So let me see for Mawsonia. Oh, yeah, we got some Nautilus swimming around. Oh, okay, you know what? Okay, I think that was a miss. Shoot. Yeah, it's a little difficult hitting the Tanistropheus. Okay, let me see. Maybe I need something that has a little bit more height above the ground. Maybe all my shots have been going in just the seafloor. Actually, you know what? With the timing we've gotten up to, we might just have to call it here. Because, yeah, I still want to keep the Carnivores episodes from being too long, because I think these are nicer for smaller video lengths for the series. And yeah, I don't see. do not see anything else around us, so we'll end things off here and head back. But there was our first taste of Carnivores Cordelia. Again, it's a really ambitious mod. Even without having to do like the Modders Engine Edition 5-minute fix that was released recently, it runs fine. I haven't had any crashes. There was that little bug about like the restart no weapons, but again, it might have just been a little bug from trying to restart out in a hunt with all our ammo used up. For now though, we'll end things right here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, put in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.